Good morning. It's Easter Sunday, Resurrection Day. Our reading this morning is found in the Gospel of John, chapter 20, verses 1 through 23. On the first day of the week, very early, Mary Magdalene came to the tomb while it was still dark. She saw that the stone had been rolled away from the tomb, so she ran off and went to Simon Peter and the other disciple, the one Jesus loved. "They've taken the Master out of the tomb," she said. "We don't know where they have put him." So Peter and the other disciple set off and went to the tomb. Both of them ran together. The other disciple ran faster than Peter and got to the tomb first. He stooped down and saw the linen cloths lying there, but did not go in. Then Simon Peter came up, following him, and went into the tomb. He saw the linen cloths lying there, and the napkin that had been around his head, not lying with the other cloths, but folded up in a place by itself. Then the other disciple who had arrived first at the tomb went into the tomb as well. He saw and he believed. They did not yet know, you see, that the Bible had said he must rise again from the dead. The disciples returned to their homes, but Mary stood outside the tomb crying. As she wept, she stooped down and looked into the tomb. There she saw two angels, clothed in white, one at the head and one at the feet where Jesus' body had been lying. "Woman," they said to her, "why are you crying?" "They've taken away my master," she said, "and I don't know where they've put him." As she said this, she turned around and saw Jesus standing there. She did not know that it was Jesus. "Woman," Jesus said to her, "why are you crying? Who are you looking for?" She guessed he must be the gardener. "Sir," she said, "if you've carried him off somewhere, tell me where you put him and I will take him away." "Mary," said Jesus. She turned and spoke in Aramaic. "Rabboni," she said, which means teacher. "Don't cling to me," said Jesus. "I haven't yet gone up to the Father. But go to my brothers and say to them, I am going to my Father and your Father, to my God and your God." Mary Magdalene went and told the disciples, "I've seen the Master," and that he had said these things to her. On the evening of that day, the first day of the week, doors were shut, and the disciples were, for fear of the Judeans. Jesus came and stood in the middle of them. "Peace be with you," he said. With these words, he showed them his hands and his side. Then the disciples were overjoyed when they saw the Master. "Peace be with you," Jesus said again. "As the Father has sent me, so I'm sending you." With that, he breathed on them. "Receive the Holy Spirit," he said. "If you forgive anyone's sins, they are forgiven. If you retain anyone's sins, they are retained."